take those steps beyond your way. Take those steps. When you have a dream, you gotta start. It's the only way. If you're gonna shine, and you're gonna shine, shine, shine. You're gonna shine. Okay, and we are on the ranch. Our guest is troubleshooting some sound issue, but while we're waiting to figure that out, some housekeeping. Welcome to the ranch, where it's always a sunshiny day, and we are spanning the globe for some of the best up-and-coming indie Americana country artists. And tonight is no exception. We're in for a real treat. But I do want to first welcome some of our newest guests. My Indie Radio is coming out of France, and we are going to be streaming on Thursdays in France. So welcome our newest members, our newest fans. I'm so glad to have you on board. This is kind of home for indie Americana artists. We have some great resources for artists. Blast Music 24/7 produces the show. They have a lot of podcasts. And if you go to their site and have an account, you can actually be marketing your music through Blast Music 24/7. We also have Hotel Universe, a lot of video resources there for artists. And To the Max Advertising, my new banner back here. So we have some sponsorships. So the ranch just keeps getting bigger because we really do have some great artists that are tuning in. We have some great music, and we explore some really intriguing topics, not only in the music business itself, but in the industry itself. You know, we talk about the radio changes, how people are marketing, how people are adjusting, and we're sharing ideas. So I'm really stoked to have Ron Barrett with me tonight. We have some really great music, and I hope he can hear me. Can you hear me?
Hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Yay! See, it's a sunshiny day when we're on the ranch, Ron.
Absolutely, absolutely. We got it fixed.
Doing a shuffle, you know.
Right.
Sometimes it just falls into place for no apparent reason. I love that.
Yes, I don't know what was going on. I had it hooked up through my normal DI box that I normally use, and it just, I don't know. I don't know if it's just messed up on me or what, but I got it going because I plugged it directly into the computer, so we're game on.
Oh, that's awesome. So glad you could join me tonight.
It is my pleasure to be here.
And I love when I meet people that I know from afar, you know, that I've listened to their music, and I get to actually sit and have conversations and pick brains and, you know, see what's going on. And Ron, you're definitely one of those people. So why don't you tell everyone where you hail from?
Well, I'm from a little town south of Houston called League City, Texas, and I've been down here for about 10 years. I'm originally from Alaska, Texas, which is a little bit north of here. So, but this is where I'm at now. So,
you're a Texas boy.
Yes, ma'am. All over, born and raised.
And you know, everyone thinks Nashville country music, but Texas is great music down there.
Oh yeah. We got some of the greats that come from out of here, like George Strait and, you know, George Jones. He's from down here, so.
Yeah, there's some good stuff going on. I know Houston, Austin, Texas is a huge mecca for music.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love Austin. 6th Street, that's one of my favorite places to hang out. We just go down there and we try to jump every little bar down there and, you know, party all night long kind of thing.
Now I have to ask you, will you hear, if you're bar hopping, are you going to hear original music? Is it going to be covers? Is it going to be a mix?
Talking about in Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. I mean, I've heard a lot of original artists there. I've met a lot of original artists there. They play their music. They sit out there with a flat top and just, you know, and just do their thing. And I love that. It's really inspiring to see that take place.
I do too. I know Nashville has changed a lot in that way. You don't hear as much original music on the Strip, on Broadway. And I love little towns that people want to hear new stuff. you know?
Right. Yeah, if you go to Nashville, if you want to listen to the original stuff, you got to go to the little sidebars, the little mom and pops like the Bluebird, or the little bitty dive bars. Then you'll find some people that play original music. Most of the
Yeah.
time, the main Broadway strip there, it's all the modern hits.
Yeah. Which are cool. Some
Yep.
days you just want to sing along and,
Yep. Especially if you're wanting to party and you want to have a good time. I mean, that's a perfect place to do it. Broadway is amazing.
yeah. Yeah.
One thing I can say about Broadway also, you find some amazing musicians out there, singers.
That is true. That
Man,
is true. There's still a lot of talent in Nashville. No
yeah,
doubt
absolutely.
about it. No
Absolutely.
doubt about it. But again, we still have these little gems around the world where you're going to find some really great Americana country music. Why did you go country?
I was born country. I don't know how else to say it. I came out of the womb singing country music. My mom, she loved it. My dad loved it. Of course, I've kind of got a lot of multi-genre music influences in my life, because my dad, he loved the 50s bebop music all the way up to rock and roll stuff, and and the country and R&B. And my mom, she loved rap and soul, and she loved Motown and country, and then hard rock. She was like really hard rock stuff too. So I got that really good blend of all types of music. She even listened to Beethoven and Bach. I mean, classical music she would listen to. So I even got some of that in my upbringing. So I've got a lot of genres there.
You do have a lot of genres. Be still my heart. I mean, are we going to have a country Beethoven? I mean, we have country rap, right?
Right.
We got that now. Okay.
Right.
We got all these little offshoots, country music is, kind of branching out.
Right.
I don't know. A country symphony. I don't know. You could be the one.
That'd be interesting for sure. Yeah.
Have a lot of strings behind you. I mean, you hear some rock songs with strings.
Yeah. They do some
orchestras
orchestrations
behind you. I wonder what it would take. And it's
I have incorporated a little bit of classical guitar into some of my songs. Like you might hear it in Dead Man Walking, that da 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 da. That part. It's a little bit of classical guitar playing in there.
Oh man, I could sit and listen to classical guitar like all day.
Oh, I love it. I do. I love it.
I love classical guitar. I love like good piano and like cello, but like classical guitar, man, they can play.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I remember watching that. They had like an infomercial, that Esteban infomercial where they was selling the guitars. You remember that? And then that guy, he would just get on there and just start playing. And I was like, oh, I got to learn how to play like that.
And I saw that commercial. I want the guitar, and I saw the neck on him with my teeny tiny fingers, and I'm like, yeah, no.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, my hands aren't real big either. I kind of got short, stubby fingers, so I have to pick my guitars very, very carefully.
Yeah. What do you mostly play? What's your go-to guitar?
Well, Martin right now. So I love Martin guitars. I love Taylor too. I have a T12. I have a Taylor T12, and I also have a 914 CE Taylor. And then I've got a Martin. It's actually a series guitar that I just bought, and I absolutely love it. I adore it.
Well, I tell everyone on the show when they say they have a Martin, I live 1 mile from the Martin factory.
Oh man, how lucky! I would be. You wouldn't get me out of there. I'd be there every day. Like, I want to play your new guitar.
I know. When I was growing up, I didn't even know this. I had an uncle who worked there.
Oh wow!
I could have gotten half-price guitars. Like,
man!
Why isn't anyone telling me important family information?
Yeah, that's important. You need the family and friends discount.
I know. And they're very generous to their employees. You get 1 half-price guitar a year or something.
Oh wow! Oh, it wouldn't do me no good to work there. I'd spend my paychecks on guitars.
Right? That'd be deadly.
Absolutely.
So, okay, we have some people watching. Just so you know, we're going across 7 platforms, and it does eventually go up to Roku. And we are now going to be on a radio station in Paris. My Indie Radio is joining us on the ranch, which I'm really, really excited about. It's our first week with them. So say hello to all our French people.
Hey, what's going on, Paris?
Yeah, they just finished with the Olympics, so
right, they did.
Stuff going on in Paris right now.
I'm telling you, they stomped us good.
For the people watching on our platforms, it is interactive. We can see your comments, so let us know where you're watching from, because I know there's some people watching right now. If you have any questions, any thoughts, throw them out there. We're going to listen and respond. Radio, you get to listen. And again, you can find us on YouTube and catch up that way too. But we love our radio listeners. They're our bread and butter for musicians. So always
Absolutely.
good to our radio. So let's talk about your music.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna have your first song coming up. Now, I think every country music artist, I don't care where you are in the world, you're gonna have a song about your town.
Oh yeah.
My
Absolutely.
town, leaving this town, whatever. It's like a must for country Americana artists. You have to have at least one. I got like 3, but anyway.
Yeah.
But yours has a little spin.
It does. Yes, ma'am.
You're not like Country Roads, Take Me Home. You're like, get me out of here.
Right. Absolutely. Yes.
How did that happen?
So have you ever been through a breakup and everywhere you look, you see the person that you cared so much about? Every time you go to that store, you're like, man, I went here with her, or at the Dairy Queen and you ate there, you know, or whatever. That's how I felt about that little town. I went through a real bad breakup there. And when I left, I put it in the dirt and I ain't been back since. I was so happy. I hated that town. And I loved it. That was what's so crazy is I absolutely adored the town. I adored my property. I adored being in the country. I loved everything about it. And all the things that I seemed to love about that town, I ended up hating because it reminded me of her. And I just had to get out of there. So that's definitely a song about peace out. See you later. I'm hitting the road, never looking back.
Oh, Ron, it sounds like she broke up with you.
No, actually, it was one of those situations where it was a mutual separation. We just grew apart over the years, but you know, all those memories are still there, and they still hurt. No matter how much you grow apart from somebody, you know, you still have those feelings there. They're still there, and you just don't want to face them. And you're just like, man, just get me out of here, because I need a bright light city. I need a big city with bright lights. I need lots of party town. I need lots of whiskey and people around me and stuff to take my mind off of this, you know. So yeah.
You need a do-over.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I did. I pieced out and came to the big city of Houston.
You know, and you know, if you're gonna do a do-over, man, it's got to be like completely 180. If you're in the country, you got to go to the city. If you're in the city, you got to go to the country.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
It's got to be
something separate from the norm, right? It's got to be completely opposite. Yeah.
Right. It's the only way you purge that way, you know.
Yeah. I think even in the music video I did, I was thumbing my way out of town. I had my guitar, you know, and thumbing my way out of town, and it was one of those things. I was like, man, I got to go. I'm so happy to get out of here.
I have an album. I called the whole album's called the Don't Date Your Neighbor series.
Yeah.
I don't mean we lived in the same town, Ron. I mean we lived in the same building, on the same floor, facing the same direction.
Oh my, yeah, that would be tough. Yeah.
And
you broke your lease, right?
You gotta leave.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise he gets a little frisky. He's gonna come to the door and like, oh no.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
you know?
That's when you break your lease and you're like, hey, look, I'm gone. You gotta go.
Right? Okay, Stephanie's on. Our daughter is learning French. Oh, that's so good. Parlez-vous français?
Yeah.
No parlez-vous français. So I don't speak French.
I don't speak. She comes in there and talks French to me sometimes. I'm like, man, I don't even know what she's saying.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. I'm from German in high school. German. I don't, you know, ich spreche Deutsch.
Yeah.
But France is actually a really, really diverse. I've been there twice, and it's just, you got to get out of Paris, though. I'm sorry, parishioners. It's a beautiful country, and everyone thinks Paris, but it's a huge country. There's a lot on the coast. I mean, it's just beautiful.
I have never been there, but that's on my bucket list. I'm definitely going to Paris, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to experience it.
You should. You should.
I heard it's the city of love.
What's that?
I heard it's a city of love.
It is. It is. And I think parishioners get a bad rap about, being cold to foreigners and stuff. I don't really think it's so. Um, I did 4 years of German in high school too. Yeah, and I remember about this much of it right now. I did 4 years of German as well. But the French have been really out. We wouldn't be independent of British if it weren't for the French. So
Right.
we have a long-standing history with them,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
they just have very unique personalities.
I believe that's where the Statue of Liberty came from too, right? Wasn't it
Yep.
a gift from France?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Louisiana Purchase, we've expanded because of them. So we
Right.
really have been tied to France in ways people I think forget.
Right.
And we bailed them out, I think, in World War II, was it? So, we've been right there with each other. So, and it's just this beautiful place, and you really, really should go. So right now, let's get you out of the town you hated, and let's everyone give a listen to I Hate This Town.
I hate this town, this one red light and the Dairy Queen sign with some letters from a special tonight. Well, I hate these trees and honeybees and fields on both sides of the street. I hate this small town life, your baby blue eyes and all the stars at night and how everybody knows everything. I can't stand this town since you left me. I need a bright light city full of bars and whiskey with a party all night long, singing songs about drinking too much, getting too stoned, making new friends and not being alone. Don't wanna hear those crickets or barn owl sing while I'm sitting on the tailgate trying to keep myself from drowning in your memory. Well, this misery don't need no damn country. I hate this town. I hate this house with the white picket fence and the porches going all the way around. I hate this yard where you stuck this baby oak. You said we could watch it grow just like our love, but we won't. I can't stand fresh air, your long dark hair, how you hated when I was there. I hate your lies and the stone cold way you say goodbye. I need a bright light city full of bars and whiskey with a party all night long, singing songs about drinking too much, getting too stoned, making new friends and not being alone. Don't wanna hear those crickets or barn owl sing while I'm sitting on the tailgate trying to keep myself from drowning in your memory. Yeah, this misery don't need no damn country. I hate this town. Yeah, this small town used to be my happy place. Now everywhere I look I see your light city full of bars and whiskey with a party all night long, singing songs about drinking too much, getting too stoned, making new friends and not being alone. Don't wanna hear those crickets or barn owl sing while I'm sitting on the tailgate trying to keep myself from drowning in your memory. This misery don't need no damn country. Yeah, this misery don't need no damn country. I hate this town. Yeah, I hate this town. I hate this town.
And we are back on the ranch We are across 7 platforms, and they're all interactive, so you can respond. We are brought to you by Blast Music 24/7, your spot for independent music, because you get your own account, you can market from there. There's a lot of podcasts and a lot of things that you can do on Blast Music 24/7, so you should check it out. And we are broadcasting in France this week. Our show is going to be done weekly on Thursdays at, I think it's 8 o'clock over there. So really, I'm really thrilled to be with our French listeners right now. Welcome to the ranch. We are here with Ron Barrett, who hated the town, bad breakup always, right? And had to leave. So, yes. Country boy Ron, how are you?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that was a pretty tough time. I was glad to be out of there though. So I found a really, like the song says, bright light city. I found the bright light city, and it was full of bars and whiskey, and it had party all night long, singing songs about drinking too much. It had all that stuff. So I stuck around. I didn't leave.
Well, it's funny. I wrote a song called Queen of the Barstool Two-Step. And when I pitch the song, I say, when you get dumped, what do? You put on your best jeans, your best boots, girls will put on some lipstick, and you go on to town like it doesn't matter.
That's right. Get your mind off of it. Just go out there and have some fun.
Just go out and have some fun. And you figure out how you're going to start over.
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right.
So let's talk a little bit about your songwriting process. You have this idea. Do you start with music? Do you start with lyrics? A little of both?
It kind of hits me in all different ways. Sometimes the music comes first, and I'll write some sort of melody, and I'm like, oh, this is a cool melody, and I might sit on it for, a year, or it might just be an hour, and I might have some songs that I've written. Like I constantly come up with these hooks, these hook lines, and just things that I go through in life, and I'll write them down in my notes, and I'll come back to them. If I come up with a melody, I'll be like, oh, this might go good with X lyric that I wrote, and so I'll go back and I'll look at that lyric, and then it just kind of works. Sometimes it takes me forever. Sometimes I could write a song for years until I finally get to the point where it just all clicks together. And then other times I'll pick up a tune or a melody in my head, sit down and start writing words. Within 10 minutes, I got a song written. And then I just critique it over the next, week or so while I'm singing it back to myself, playing on the guitar. I'll just critique it, change words here and there, change melodies, or change a chord that I might not like, or whatever. You just tweak it, just kind of work on it a little bit. And my process is kind of sporadic. It's just like all over the place. It's kind of like an artist with a paintbrush that just throws paint at the board.
Well, Debbie is saying hello from Texas.
Hey, what's up?
Saying hello. Isn't it interesting how some songs just fall from the universe? They're almost complete. They're there. And then there are others that you're just kind of grabbing lines and melodies over. One song took me 5 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a song. I got a song that I wrote. It's called "Damn Thing," and I actually wrote that song early 2000, and I sang it live when we were performing. I would sing it live, and of course, it had a completely different melody, completely different. Words were different in a lot of spots, and then I just kind of let it die. Because it was left in the past. I never recorded it or anything. It's just one of those songs that you throw in a set, just have fun with it. And the song basically says, I have an angel on one arm and a demon on the other, and I'm in the middle of their fight. I'm torn between good and evil, think I'm damned by the devil, and I can't do a damn thing right. And so it was a party song, and everybody loved it. So probably about 6 months ago, I was going through my songbook, just bored on that day. I was bored, and I was playing with my music, playing with the new pedal I got. And so I was just kind of going through it, and I come across that song, and I was like, man, I forgot about that song. This has been a long time. And so I started rewriting it, and I started adding new modern day musical melody to it. And when I did, I played it to my wife. I played it to some of our friends, and they were like, oh my God, you got to record that song. It's so great. And so we did. We recorded it for this album. That we actually were fixing to drop it. Well, I can't say that we're fixing to drop it because we just signed on with a new promotional team, and they are we're kind of restructuring how we're going to release music. Mm-hmm. So that's TBD, to be determined. We're going to find out exactly when we're going to drop the album, but I know we got a hot single coming out here pretty soon, and then we're going to be pushing music out constantly after that. We're going to be doing some Nashville promotions. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be moving. So
that's exciting.
it's really exciting. I'm excited about it.
And you have a whole new team?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we just signed on with them last week. So
it's all new. It's all fresh. That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you. Of course, we're keeping our original core group, which is my wife. She's been my manager and promotion leader and all that. Justin Drummond, he's been doing promotions for me and pushing music really hard. Caden Gordon's been doing some promotions for me, and also Jody Dillon. She's been helping us out. So we're going to keep our core group, and we're going to continue to do, what we're doing in-house, but we're just going to be outsourcing a lot of stuff to her for magazines and TV promotions and all that other stuff. So.
Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. Yeah, I know Caden. I met him twice now. I was just with him in Atlantic City for ISA Awards.
Yeah, he's amazing. We were with him in Nashville for the autism awareness over there. We did that Autism for Tennessee awareness.
Yeah, I did the first one with him. Okay. Drove down there. I didn't make the second one, but really great event. Very great, good cause.
Absolutely. So. I have a really close connection with autism and the people that we have went out there with. They were so awesome, so amazing, and I have a really huge heart for anything autism. So I'll try to support that 100%. I'll try to do as much as I can.
That's so good. Yeah, the counselor in me too, because I've counseled. I'm a crisis counselor for many years, and just the population, they just do amazing things, and the way they work, they're just so interesting.
They really are. They're very special and amazing people. They really are. And the more you get to know them, a lot of people think, that they might be quirky or weird or whatever, but they don't understand how beautiful they are as people. They're just real. One thing you don't have to worry about is the realism. Like, you meet some people and they're so fake, and they're fake. And most of the time, if you meet someone that is on the spectrum, right off the bat,
right,
these people are going to be real. And I love that. I love that more than anything.
They're very authentic, and I love authentic people. I love unique people that really can be themselves, because it's not an easy thing to do.
It's not. It's really hard. There's so much judgment out there, and so many people that are so willing to throw stones, and I hate that about our society. I think that we should all have a bigger heart and be more understanding.
I don't think people understand what a thick skin you need to be a musician.
Yeah, true. So true.
Talk about judgment. You throw a song out there and you're like, wow, I worked so hard on this, man. It's great. I just can't wait for you to hear it. And there are some mean people out there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and they don't understand what all goes into it and how much struggle that you have. And, like for me personally, I fought Bell's palsy and, it paralyzed my vocal cords. And I've had to really fight to get my musical abilities back. And it's been a long, hard struggle for me. And so a lot of times people don't understand that, when I'm a little squeaky or something, when I'm hitting those high notes, it's because I've really had to work to get that note again. It wasn't something I just was born with naturally. That was something I had to work really hard to get. I mean, I was born with it, but before Bell's palsy. But after Bell's palsy, I've had to really work hard to get it back. And a lot of times when I'm doing music, I'm putting 500% in, and most people don't even put 50% in at their regular jobs, So to go and put it 500% at something, to do something, to try, to have those 50% people throw stones at you, it's just horrible.
It is, but you do it because you love the music.
Yes.
And you really have a gift that you bring to the table, and you submit these things to an influencer on Spotify. And you're either going to put your song on your playlist or you're not. Don't make up a reason why you're not. I don't care.
Yeah, just say no. Just
say no. It's not for you. Fine. I can take it. But if you're going to say these, you know what? It's a crazy business.
It is. One of the things that I've learned, through all of the music stuff that I've done, is that there's going to be a lot of people that don't like my stuff, and that's okay. because there's going to be a lot of people that do like my stuff. And it's kind of like me. There's a lot of artists that I may not particularly care for. I have great admiration for every artist. And I never tell an artist that I don't like their stuff. That's just because I'm an artist and I know how that feels. So I would never do that. But in my mind, there are artists that I'm like, I don't really care too much for that song or whatever, but he might have another song or she might have another song I love. So there's going to be those people out there. And I've even told my wife this. I said, there's going to be people that love me. There's going to be people that hate me. That's just the nature of the business. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Because it's just as long as somebody likes what I'm doing, then I'm going to keep doing it.
Right. And I just put a message up there. The best thing you could do for an artist, if you find one you like them.
Yes, absolutely.
Support them. It doesn't question anything. And if you don't like them, I hope you find somebody you do.
Right, absolutely. Share, follow, all that stuff. Like when I meet artists, I always do a like, share. I always follow them. I always support them. I comment on their stuff whenever I see something coming out. I try to be really supportive that way for two reasons. Number one, I'm a firm believer in the more people that you can help, the more that you'll get help. It's like paying it forward, right? You're always going to pay for, good deeds and blessings. So I try to pay my music career forward that way. Also, I try to help other artists as well. And for the second reason, it's just the right thing to do. Just plain and simple.
It is the right thing to do. And I think indie artists have learned, and I've said this on the show more than once, is we've learned that we're better together.
Oh, yeah.
When we're sharing resources,
Mm-hmm.
If you find a gem like Blast Music 24/7, share it,
Yeah.
We're only going to get stronger together because we're not all the same. And
Right.
some people are going to like you, some people are going to like me, and some might like both of us.
Right. Absolutely. And, the indie music world is growing so rapidly. There are so many people. I mean, the big labels right now, I know that they're shaking in their boots because they know, they have a lot of big resources. That's where they have the edge. It's because they have all those resources that they can reach out to, all those connections.
You know what? They have resources. Well, we have resources. They got money.
Well, true. Yeah. But there's a lot of us that's coming up that, that are funding our own projects and trying to stay away from the labels because of the greed and all the stuff. Look at Taylor Swift and she was talking about, I saw her talking about how it took her so long. I don't even think she still has her masters. I think she don't even own her masters anymore.
Well, what she had to do is somebody bought him out from under her.
Oh, okay.
She thought she had first rights to him, and she didn't. So Taylor Swift went back and re-recorded every single song so she could re-own the copyrights. And now to support Taylor Swift, you have to buy the Taylor Swift version.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
so you
awesome.
You have to watch which one you're liking and downloading and all that stuff, but she was smart. She was upset, and that's me. I cried for about a day or two, and then I got pissed, and then, I'm going to do something about it.
Now it's time to do something, yeah.
And then she recorded everything and went on tour with everything and made $1 billion.
Right, yeah. Sometimes you just got to stick it to the man, Hey. No
one does that like Taylor Swift. She'll write a song about it. She'll make more money than you.
Yeah, I always heard, don't date Taylor Swift or make her mad because you're going to be blasted on everything.
That's really okay. This is a great segue into your next song, which is about bad luck.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did you hit a streak of bad luck?
So yeah, I was having a pretty bad day when I wrote this song. It was probably, I don't know, maybe 12, 13 years ago. It was quite a long time ago too. And I had went to work. I was up all night long fighting with my ex-wife at the time. We were just fighting all night long. And I got up. I actually didn't get up. I was already up. So 7 o'clock rolled around and I was like, man, I got to get to work. I'm going to be late. So I drove to work. When I got there, it's a long story, but I was late coming in. The boss just said, hey, look, you know what? This is the last time. Just go home. So I got in my truck, started driving home. When I did, my truck broke down on the side of the road. And I was just sitting there and I was thinking, man, my day just couldn't get any crappier. This is just the worst luck that I could ever have. And so I remembered, I don't know why, but it's early in the morning, but I remembered, hey, there's this place that stays open all night long right up the road. They're open 24/7. They serve alcohol. It's not too early to drink right now. Hell with it. I'm having a bad day. I'm just fixing to go drink away my troubles, you know? And so I ended up walking to this little bar and sat down in there, started drinking. I think I was started off with beer, and I was listening to music, and I was just having a good time. Actually, there was an acoustic guitar that was always sitting there, so I got up there and played some songs, and my friends ended up showing up. So it ended up being an all-day thing. Turned out to be an all-night thing until the next morning. I mean, it was one of those things that it was so funny because I had such bad luck, but I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to drink this bad luck away. Forget it. I'm going to forget about it for today. I'll deal with it all tomorrow. If I even remember it tomorrow, I'll deal with it tomorrow. And then I wrote the song. So there it is.
Well, turning to alcohol doesn't always work out for you, but when you throw in an acoustic guitar and your friends singing along,
yep.
It's going to go right.
As long as you got friends there, you got no memories. And a guitar in itself takes away all those pains anyway, right? I mean, if you sit down and you start playing, it's just all gone.
Yep. Music's going to get you through, always.
Absolutely.
Let's listen to Bad Luck.
Having another fight about the bills and her mom and who's wrong and who's right. My dad always said don't go to bed mad, so these days I don't get no sleep. Now it's 7 o'clock and I'm late to the job. Boss told me get my shit and leave. No severance pay, all that I can say. It's gonna be one of those days. And I'm 4 beers and I got a bottle of Crown. Tonight I wanna burn this place to the ground. My life's a fucking mess, Lord knows I try my best, but I always seem to come up short. Wishing, thinking, swinging, missing, riding, falling, brushing off and getting back upon a horse. I fight like hell and I never give up, but tonight I'm gonna try and drink away this bad luck. These old boots will walk a many miles, and I put some more on them today. When this old truck died on the side of 45, and I still owe money to the bank. What else could go wrong? My life's a country song. Why can't I just get a damn break? Now I'm down in the beer, wondering how I got here. Yeah, it's been one hell of a day. And now I'm a case and a second bottle of Crown. Tonight I'm burning this damn place to the ground. My life's a fucking mess, Lord knows I try my best, but I always seem to come up short. Wishing, thinking, swinging, missing, riding, falling, brushing off and getting back upon a horse. I fight like hell and I never give up, but tonight I'm gonna try and drink away this bad luck. Well, I spent all I had at the bank, so I could stay right here and drink. Now I need another round, bartender shut me down, trying to keep from burning this whole place to the ground. My life's a fucking mess, Lord knows I try my best, but I always seem to come up short. Wishing, thinking, swinging, missing, riding, falling, brushing off and getting back upon a horse. I fight like hell and I never give up, but tonight I'm gonna try and drink away this bad luck. This bad luck.
And we are on the ranch. For you that are watching on the platforms, I want to question you about the parental advisory that is on that song. Before I get that, anyone who's watching on our platforms, you can interact with us if you have any questions, comments. I like that song a lot because everyone's got those bad days that you just got to push through, and I always turn to music to do it. So,
Oh yeah, that song. I tell you what, every time I hear that song, I still jam to it. I know it's my song, my music and stuff, but I'm like, man, I just love the feeling behind that song and the energy. It's just like, you know what? Even if you're having a bad day, it's all right because guess what? Tomorrow's another day. You're going to be fine. Just move on through it. No matter whatever. If you don't drink, that's awesome. You don't have to turn to alcohol to do it, but there's always something that's going to help you. Just find that something and just move on to the next day.
And find that something. Now, how did that song get a parental advisory?
Because it's got effing in it.
Oh,
My life's a effing mess. I actually did a radio edit of that song, so that's out there too.
okay.
Yeah, because we had, you can't play that on live radio. They're not supposed to because you got effing and that kind of stuff on there. So so I have to put the explicit lyrics.
Oh, your number one fan is here, Karen.
Oh, hey. Oh, I see her. Hey, look at her.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
Karen.
okay, it's interesting because one of my songs got banned on Twitter, and because one of the lines in my song is "Line it up, I'll shoot it down," and I had some pictures of shots that I kind of threw into a picture. It was really iced tea.
Yeah.
But I got booted off of.
Oh, they would hate my stuff because everything's whiskey and drinking and partying and I was raised up in the country, so I raised hell all my life, and I don't know any other way to do it.
Right. And country, we're going to get to your last song, which is every country artist has a song about whiskey.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It has to be done.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're talking about Wild Like Whiskey?
Yes.
Is that the last one? Yep. Okay. So this one is actually about my beautiful wife. She's amazing. She's gorgeous, and she's a firecracker. Okay, and she's the sweetest thing you'll ever meet, unless you piss her off, and then she's a fireworks show. Okay, she's something, man. She's awesome. So she's sweet like tea, but she's wild like whiskey too. And so when I wrote this song, we were in Cleveland with some friends of ours, and we had this great time at this little winery, and we were just having some fun, and we got back to the room, and it was on. Okay, so we had this great time, and I got up this next morning early because I always get up really early, usually around 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'm wide awake. I just wake up, I'm ready to get the day started, and so I'm up early, and I'm out playing my guitar on the patio, and I'm writing this song. And I already had the idea for Sweet Like Tea, Wild Like Whiskey, but I was writing this melody, and I was writing this melody, and I was like, okay, oh, you know what? I got this idea. It's going to go good. And so I wrote it about her sitting on the front porch, and I went and woke everybody up, and I'm like, y'all got to come hear me play this. So I started playing it. They're all dreary-eyed, and they're like, okay. So I started playing it, and they were like, wow, that's awesome. I love this song, So I had to put it on the album.
That's great. And she loved it too?
Oh, yeah. She's embarrassed every time I sing it because I talk about her hands on my chest, and she's an artist with her body. And, oh, yeah, and she is. She's amazing. So she just turns red, and she's like, I can't believe you're telling that to so many people. I'm like, it's all good. It's all good. When they see you, they'll understand. And then you see a picture of my wife, and she's absolutely gorgeous. She could be a runway model, so.
Well, Karen's looking forward to it. She thinks it's a great song. But then again, she likes all of your songs, so.
Yeah, she's my number one fan. I love her to death. That's my Aunt Karen, and the genes run in the family. So mom's beautiful, my wife's beautiful, our daughter's beautiful, aunts are beautiful. The whole family's beautiful. So sister, brothers, it's crazy. The genetics are strong. Yeah.
That's so good to hear. Well, why don't we give this a listen? Wild Like Whiskey.
Every time I look I just can't resist. So I pull you closer, I love to make you smile. Your come get me eyes, they really drive me wild. The way that you feel makes my lips wanna steal that kiss. And I just can't resist, 'cause you're sweet like tea, wild like whiskey. With your hands on my chest, you're an artist with your body. Closer and closer, you're all over me, as the passion's running wild and free. Your eyes roll, you take control. I'm so love drunk that I drank you up, sweet like tea, wild like whiskey. And we're out on the town, I can't keep my eyes off you. You catch me looking and give me that shy little grin. You ask me what I'm doing, so I slowly take your hand. Then I spin you around, you say you can't wait to lay me down. Oh, I know it's on now, 'cause you're sweet like tea, wild like whiskey. With your hands on my chest, you're an artist with your body. Closer and closer, you're all over me, as the passion's running wild and free. Your eyes roll, you take control. I'm so love drunk that I drank you up, sweet like tea, wild like whiskey. Sweet like tea, wild like whiskey. Yeah, you're wild like whiskey.
And we are back on the ranch. And to our listeners now, because we're doing some radio, if you know any indie artist who's modern country, blues, roots, Americana, and you think they'd be a good match for the ranch, just send them to my website. Randie is spelled IERANDIEONEIL.com/shows, and they can fill out a form and be on the show. We'll work that out. So a lot of people loving Ron tonight. Ron is awesome. He plays music first thing in the morning. I listen to music first thing in the morning. I don't know.
I do too. I love music.
You know, but I have to tell you, when I write songs about people, they're not usually so nice.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I have some of those songs that aren't so nice. Trust me, I have some. Yes.
And that is such a special song you wrote about your wife. That
Yes.
she is just so. You guys are so lucky to have found each other. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah, It really is. It's pretty awesome. I've written so many songs about her. Sunshine Through the Rain, which I have out. I wrote about her. I've written so many. I can't even think of them all off the top of my head. I've written so many, but just almost every song that I have on this next album that we're going to be working on is about her, or has something to do with her, or relates to her in some way. So yeah, so
That's amazing. And you're a partner in crime because she manages you
yep.
and helps you in your career, and that really helps. It's like the family business then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it takes a village. So with her backing me 100%, I couldn't do it without her support. That's for sure. Because there's a lot of times when I've actually thought, you know what, I'm just gonna give this stuff up, man. I'm gonna quit. Just hang it up, go back to my day job, and just do that. But she keeps pushing me, and she keeps encouraging me. She also is very she critiques me as well. So when I'm not hitting the notes just right, she's like, no, try that again, or if I'm not doing it well enough, she's my soundboard. So she's like, okay, you got to try that over. Let's get this a little better. And it, of course, it pisses me off at times. But then, who wouldn't get mad, right? But I do appreciate it. I really do. And I stop and thinking, I really do need to do that. I need to fix this. And she makes me better.
I like being challenged, and I like surrounding with people who help me level up, rather than, I'm done with negativity and and people that bring you down. It's just no room for it anymore. Again, if you don't like my stuff, move on. That's all right. It's all good.
Right.
I
agree 100%. I mean, if you don't like it, that's cool. That's cool with me. We can still be friends. You don't have to like my music. It's all good. Yeah, don't feel bad, because there's some stuff that I don't like, and I still think the guy's cool,
Yeah, I can like the person.
Yeah, absolutely. Just because I don't like the song that they did, it doesn't matter.
That's all right. That's all right. I didn't relate to that. That's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just some songs. It's like even with my wife. It's like I told her, there's some songs that you're really going to relate to that I do, and then there's other songs you're not. That's life. That's how life works. We all have our own experiences in life, and your experience might be just like mine was. And so when I write it down and I sing it and I start playing it, you're like connected immediately. Because, man, I've been through that. I've done that. For instance, there's Morgan Wallen songs that I hear him sing, and I'm like, dude, I have been there. I had dust on that's all I had was a little dust in my boot, a little sand in my boots when I got back home. That's all I left with. So, yeah, and I feel the same way. People are going to feel that way about my music, and that's awesome. That's fun, and, that's the beauty of music. You relate to
beauty of music.
That's right.
So, Ron, what's up next for you?
So we have there's a lot of big promotional stuff coming up, like I was talking about earlier. We've got that team that's on board with us now. It's going to be announced real soon, so y'all stay tuned to our Facebook page and our website. You're going to see a lot of changes coming in the near future, a lot of good changes. So there's a lot of promotional things that are going to be happening in Nashville, and we're going to be traveling back and forth to Nashville and doing some TV spots and music row stuff and some performances there. We have a big performance that's coming up next weekend. We're going to be over there doing Kids for Croy, the Croy Kids benefit in Fort Worth. And we're going to be putting on an acoustic show there. There's going to be a golf tournament. You can buy in, and all that goes. The proceeds go to the children over there to help them to build a generator and some other things that they're doing. It's really a great cause. So if y'all are in Fort Worth area, y'all come out and see us. Come hang out with me. We're going to be doing all the good stuff. You get to meet me personally, and I'll sing you a song. Just tell me what you want to hear. I'll sing it.
What about Stephanie wants to know about the Josie Awards.
Oh yeah, we got the Josie Awards coming up in October. So I got nominated for 4 different Independent Artist Awards.
How exciting!
I know, I'm really pumped about that. So we're going to be doing the red carpet. We're going to be over there in the Grand Ole Opry. We're going to do the pre-show. So it's going to be a lot of fun. If y'all are out there in the Nashville area on October the 26th, come hang out. I'm going to be there, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody that's going to be there. I know we got a lot of friends, and I think some family's going to be coming too. I'm not sure, but I think so. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Sounds very exciting, very exciting. So you play out a lot of live shows?
We have been here lately. I've actually put the band together now, and we're going to be starting the tour hopefully beginning of next year, according to what's going on right now. Hopefully we'll get all that lined out by the 1st of January, so we can go out and start playing live shows with the band. Right now we're mainly doing acoustic shows, so it's just me and one of my lead guitar players comes with me and we do live acoustic shows right now. So.
Well, that's exciting. So big things happening for Randie on new music. You're up for some awards. You're going to be out and traveling about.
Yes, ma'am. And I would like to do a world tour if we can get it lined out in the next couple of years, because I've got music that's streaming like all over. My wife could tell you, she tells me all the time, but it's like the UK. We get notifications we're on the radio. Australia. I think Thailand is one of them. I had some girl who did one of my songs on TikTok, and she tagged me in it. So I mean, it's over there. So I'd like to go over there and play too. That'd be amazing to go to Paris and England.
It sounds amazing, but for art, there's visas involved because you're technically working over there. You need work visas and paperwork, and I'm in a process of doing hopefully some things for the spring.
Nice
things in the work.
So you're gonna get to travel over there?
New Zealand is on my list too, Stephanie, because I kill down there. So
yeah, I would love to do all that. It would be so much fun. It would be so much fun. So you're going to travel over there and do some music as well, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some music. Hopefully put some things together. So
nice. Yeah. Well, if I'm in the area, when you're in the area, maybe we'll hang out when we're there.
Yeah, maybe we could, double down on something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So maybe we can connect on something. Canada. I was supposed to do a festival up there too. So in October, but I don't know if that's going to even play out. So I don't think the paperwork's going to get done in time. So
it's a lot of paperwork, really.
It is because they consider you going over there to work. You almost have to just take your guitar and kind of go. But if you have a whole band and everything, and you have dates lined up, you're working and you need a work visa everywhere you're going. Yeah. And they want a piece of you too. So
I bet, yeah.
So it's complicated, but I wish you all the luck with that, Ron.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And maybe, when you have new stuff out, fill us out again, and, maybe we'll catch everybody up on what's going on.
Absolutely. I'd love to. It'd be a pleasure.
All right. Well, again, you've been listening to The Ranch, which is spanning the globe to bring you the best Americana country, modern country, Americana, blues, roots from around the world. So again, if you have anyone that be interested, you just spell my name right, randieoneal.com/shows, and you can fill out a form to be on the ranch. Everyone should be checking out Blast Music 24/7. You can get an account there, and it's a really good way to market your music through them because they really are indie music friendly. So a lot of resources there. For being on the show, you get an account. So check it out.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. So we are here every Monday at 7 p.m. New York time. So stay tuned. Next week, it's Josh and Candy Carpenter. All right. Where's your next show, Ron?
It's next weekend on the 15th of September. It's going to be in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm trying to remember the name of the town, but there's a golf tournament. You can check us out on Facebook or on the website, ronbarrettmusic.com. My Facebook page is Ron Barrett Music, and also TikTok and Instagram and all that. You can check us out there. It's all posted there where we're going to be. And
the best way to support as an indie artist is find us, like us.
Yes, absolutely. And follow us. Follow us on socials. Yes.
All that counts. When people are booking, when they're doing the 16th of September in Frisco. Frisco?
Yeah, Frisco, Texas. Okay.
Frisco, Texas. Okay, 16th of September. So, okay, everyone follow us, like us, and we'll see you next week on The Ranch.
Bye, guys.
I'm on the road. Don't know where it goes. I'm on